This research examines workplace relationships, work dedication, and how the use of Facebook has influenced the work world throughout the digital media age. Over time, countless components have arisen which have had a significant impact on a workplace, and the most recent being social media and most specifically Facebook. In being able to connect with coworkers on a level that expands much further beyond the workplace, employee relationships have become forever changed, and so has the modern industry. However, since its development nearly a decade ago, its users have grown much more conscious of how they utilize the platform and how often they utilize it, because of the possible adverse effects it may have in one's life with relation to their colleagues. Considering this, I analyzed the intensity at which individuals use Facebook and if there was any significant relationship between their use and income. After asking employees in 5 different organizations in various fields throughout the country, I learned that there was in fact a statistically significant relationship between these two components. To analyze this relationship, I ran a t-test in which respondents were arranged among 2 different categories: those who earn more than $50,000 per year in income and those who earn less than that. As you can see in these results, by examining the equal variances not assumed, the significance between these two components is significant at the 0.004 level, meaning it is in fact statistically significant at 95% confidence interval, and that it can be claimed that those employees who earn more than $50,000 per year use Facebook with a less degree of intensity than those who earn less than $50,000 per year. Upon analyzing the results, there can be various reasons for which this test showed to be statistically significant. One of these may be that those who earn more money typically spend more time at their job and on work-related assignments and therefore have less time to spend on Facebook. Second, oftentimes higher paid individuals, and in this case those earning more than $50,000 per year, have had more education than those who earn less money, and therefore have learned more about the adverse effects of using Facebook with a great deal of intensity. Furthermore, those with higher paid roles may be more protective over their positions and therefore may be more cautious about their Facebook use, as they understand that any misuse may harm their position and jeopardize their career. In addition to these results, a simple regression analysis of the data proved a relationship between social trust amongst coworkers and work dedication. In this analysis, the dependent variable was one's work dedication score, and the independent variable was social trust score, meaning that the degree of social trust an employee has towards their coworkers has an effect on that employee's dedication, which often in turn results in productiveness and efficiency. Here you can see the ANOVA table for the regression equation, which represents a test of the null hypothesis that R squared in the population equals 0. As seen in the results, it can be noted that this regression is in fact significant, as it resulted in a sig level of 0.012. This coefficients table further provides the information needed to construct the regression equation. And, as it was seen earlier, in the R-square section of the results, it can be concluded that nearly 10% of one's work dedication is related to their degree of social trust. In addition, the column labeled B lists the regression coefficients for both social trust, which is the slope, and for the constant term, which is the y-intercept. This relationship is more clearly depicted in this graph, depicting the simple regression analysis. Ultimately, as I had hypothesized, in order for employees to have a strong degree of dedication to their work and workplace, they must first have a high degree of social trust amongst their coworkers. History has proven that workers who are included in a collaborative, encouraging work environment are in turn more dedicated to succeed in their work. Without being able to trust one's coworkers, employees will be skeptical about their ability to speak up and express their opinions and reveal their true selves. At this point, as their intrinsic needs are not being met, they will become discouraged and will not be driven to succeed with their assigned work tasks. This regression analysis should certainly encourage leaders within the workplace to take the time to focus a great deal on their subordinates and create a secure environment where all contributions are welcome and respected. There are certainly a variety of ways in which future research could expand on these conclusions. First, one idea would be to conduct a survey that gathers info about workers' previous training, knowledge, and education about Facebook utilization. This would allow for a better understanding of whether or not lesser paid employees think as critically as their counterparts about their Facebook interactions. Second, researchers could develop a scale that measures the different degrees of Facebook use and the ways in which employees feel comfortable using the platform to interact with others. For example, this scale may consist of claims such as, "I use Facebook to interact with coworkers while at work," to "I am very skeptical and worried to add coworkers as my Facebook friends." This would further help in the understanding of the topic of Facebook intensity. Also, research could further divulge into the concept of social trust and the components which compose it, such as gossip, secrecy, and openness between coworkers. Ultimately, this research certainly uncovered a great deal of interesting new information about workplace behavior and attitudes and how new concepts such as social media are affecting the ways in which a company performs. It will certainly be interesting to see how these concepts continue to expand over time and how adjustments will be made in order to protect the integrity of the work environment. Thank you.